Welcome back, guys. So we're back here working on the 6-wheel drive Landcruiser. We're doing the ute tray. If you didn't check out my previous video, check out the link below or click this link here. So in this one, we're just finishing it off, welding everything up properly, trying the lights in, making the diffs behind it, and powering them up and seeing what it looks like. These are reminding me a lot of like Camaro rear tail lights. Quite like them though. Started cutting this side. So this cardboard template that I used for the left hand side, I've just untaped, flipped it over. So now this is inside, so this used to be the inside. I probably should have written like, right on this side and left on the other. That doesn't matter, I know. And then I've drilled my line. So I'm gonna cut that out, and then this should fit on the right hand side the same as it does, this should fit on the right hand side the same as it does on the left hand side and be perfect. So I cut two and I've got one welded in already, so these two go on that side. So I cut this circle disc out and drilled 3 holes in it. So between the last clip and this clip, I did drill this hole bigger just because of the blob of glue and I wanted it to sit nice and flush. I put the nuts on it, I bolted just the light that I broke the lens on. It is now just my test light, so I don't damage any of the good lights. But that will go in like that, and then I'll weld around there, and then the light will be nicely centered in the center. So I got 2 in there, and I've got 4 more roughly drawn out on here, so I'm just gonna cut them out with the angle grinder. They don't have to be perfect. It would be nice if it had a hole saw right now though, but that's okay. Right guys, so I've just been flat out welding this thing. I did get a hand, take it off and put it upside down. So I haven't really filmed since then, but I welded up the right way, then I flipped over and welded on this side. So this is all welded. All these are welded. All around here is welded. Just the whole thing is welded. And these wee plates that make it flat on the top, welded in. I am gonna cut it where I put those lines. Also, I can't remember if I filmed it, but I cut these discs out, drilled the holes in it, so the lights sit in there now. 2 nuts on the back, wiring goes to the middle. Ready to grind it. I did lose the wee cap thing. Usually like a recess sort of, so it can go deeper. I lost that, God knows where I put it. I tried looking for it, but I gave up and ended up just grinding the back side of it down, so then I could just use a normal one. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grind up all this area, all around here, so it'll take a while. It'll probably take all night, and I'll show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll chuck the tail lights back in and hopefully get it back on the car. So hopefully one of my mates come around in the morning and I can chuck it back on, because it's getting a little bit too heavy to do myself now. Alright, so I've been on the grinder for like probably a couple of hours, an hour or so, and I've got all the welds ground down real nice. I went through and welded all the inside of this. Same on that side, just all round. So I'm gonna flip it over and then do this side of it. But I think it's looking pretty sick. I quite like it. Right, so I've gone over it and I've done all the insides of this on the bottom side. So like I did the top when it's flipped over, now I've gone and done the bottom. You can see, it's kind of cooled down. It was still a little bit red when I started videoing because it's still hot, but all this is done too. So essentially the whole tray is welded now. And I will be ordering some new cross bracing in there. I did that over the holidays to try and just get it right, so then I can start building sort of this part. Chuck this little jump start thing on. There's some speaker wire going to the other side, so of course it's not the fanciest thing, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like. It will turn off because that's sort of the thing, what it does, but it's looking pretty good. On camera actually they look very yellow or orange, but they're not. They're quite dark red. Yeah, it looks very orange on camera, but that's alright. So I'm going to just show you a couple of features on these tail lights. So of course these are off. I am going to smoke them, like tint them. But these, in my opinion, are the best round tail lights on the market. So I brought extra and I'm going to chuck them on the website. I don't even care if I don't sell them because I'm going to use them in other builds. So we got the park lights on now, and then that's the brake. So of course they just get brighter. These have reverse. This is reverse. And then they have indicators which are flowing style. I just got to touch it on the thing. I'm just touching wires on wires. It's not great here, but yeah, they're working. So they're all back to front. What's meant to happen is it's meant to flow, and then flow, and then flow. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 sequential. Both sides. A couple of these lights are in back to front, just like upside down. But we'll ignore that. I've brought the module so it goes 1, 2, 3. I've also brought the module for the front, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we've got 6 in the front bar. Anyway guys, let me know what you think of these tail lights, and leave a comment if you'd buy them. Alright guys, so put it back on the car, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I don't want to be talking out here for too long, because it's quite windy, and you can probably hear that through the camera a bit. This is what it looks like. But it's 9 o'clock now and the sun's gone down, so now you can see what it looks like without the sun shining down on them. But it's looking pretty good. I'm really liking it. Cut off nicely. And the spare tyres in under there. So we talked about that on a later episode on where I'm going to put that, and I'm deciding to put that. So I'm going to buy like a mechanism so I can winch it up in there. I've just taped this box on. Just cardboard, but that's sort of what I'm looking at doing. And then tube guards around here. You may also realise I've shortened the deck up quite a bit. So like that's what it looks like from quite a distance. I'll just show you more like the shape, so dovetails or whatever you want to call it at the back there. And then if we get quite low here, you can see